Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, it's Mother's Day. Well, let's wait for a notification to go out first. It's Mothering Sunday. There we go. Notification's just gone out. Check out the hair today. Man, that's a bit big, isn't it? Oh, afternoon. Good afternoon. Afternoon. Good afternoon for whoever is going to join me. Happy Mother's Day. Well, it is in the UK. It's Mothering Sunday, so I thought I'd come on and do some mothering, whatever that means. So good morning, Laurie. Temperature's just gone up. Bit of sweat on. Jasper's very excited when he saw that I was kind of getting ready to come on and do a reading. He's like, "We're doing a reading? We're doing a reading, aren't we?" He was sitting on this little table and he was like, "Mom." And then, but he's actually on, you look like you're the king of the castle. There's 2 folded blankets on the edge of the sofa. He's coming to see us. He's so excited. He's like, "Mummy's doing a reading. Mummy's doing a reading." So we can spend some time together. Of course we can. Hi, did I say hi, T Rose? Hi, T Rose. I did see your name come up. Say hi to T Rose, Jasper. Say hi. And it's Sunday. We've got to do our Sunday service, especially as it's Mother's Day. Happy Mexican New Year. Is that what it is? Oh, well, happy Mexican New Year. Happy Mother's Day from this end. It's your New Year and it's our day. It's our day to be mothered, smothered. Don't walk on there, sweet pea. There we go. Should we have a look at a message then? That was sloppy. Oh, what was sloppy? Should we have a look how the weekend's been going for the guys? So obviously you know how your weekend's going. So we're going to tap into the guys' energy. They're talking about the divine masculine. They've had some tough energy actually. When you ever think about, I don't know if it's the board meetings or on a Monday when I kind of do a Celtic cross. The masculines have had like the 5 of wands behind the scene, conflict, challenges, but it's all for the greater good. But I feel like there's been a lot of karma clearing. Listen, we all know the kind of stuff that we're needing to clear, and we put it off for as long as we can. But we all know the work that we've got to do and what needs to be done. But when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Happy Mother's Day, love. Thank you. Thank you so much. Enjoy your babies extra today. They look up. Well, I enjoy my babies extra every day. Not on there, darling. But Megan's, yeah, she's done me breakfast. Bacon and egg sandwiches and a nice cup of coffee. Come knocking at my bedroom door. Hello. She was my waitress for the day. I can't remember what she said, her wording. Emily wished me happy Mother's Day because we was up till late watching a movie. So as soon as she realised it was past midnight, she was like, "Happy Mother's Day." But I don't make her, every day is Mother's Day. Every day is a good day. So I don't have that attachment to it. And it's nice if they remember and they do like extra nice things, but it's not necessary. But it's nice. It's nice. So I've had a nice day already, 15, 17 years. Thank you for all your mama moments you share with us. I'm so grateful. Listen, that's what it was all for. I don't want to think that my whole past was like pointless. So it's what it's about. Sharing our stories. Let me tell you this. So, because it was pretty cool what happened yesterday. Are you listening, Jasper? Okay, pay attention. It's cool. I think it's cool. On Friday, I was speaking on the live about, can you hear him? They can hear you. They like it. It's soothing. I was speaking about personal development books and about what are you actually reading. Well, I've never pushed this upon my children. I've always recommended that they read the books. I mean, they hear me talk and they kind of have the principles. Well, their subconscious mind should have picked up these principles by now, um, seeing as they've been like living around it, as an example. So Megan comes to me yesterday and we were just chatting, and then she said to me, I want to read a book. And I said, oh, this is really good. I wouldn't recommend a novel, but she might be thinking about a novel. And I said to her, a personal development book would be good. And she went to me, yes, that's what I was thinking about. And so I take her to my bedroom and we go to my bookcase. And man, she's guessing, what did she, oh, I can't remember what she chose to read. It was a Wayne Dyer book, 10 Steps to Peace and Happiness, might be called that. She's got right into it. So now we're just talking about like what she's, well, what she actually said was, she come down, she went, I read 40 pages. I said, bloody hell. And I said, and she said, well, the first 2 chapters were just clarifying that I'm doing what I'm needing to be doing. And then she spoke about how she was trying to deal with her guilt, she feels as if she's not doing enough. So she has a bit of an issue about chilling out and not feeling guilty about that. So she was talking to me about silence and the importance of silence and making sure that every day you grab that time of solitude. And so I was amazed, because she actually come to me and asked me for a book, and it was like, well, she actually took 2 books. She took The Secret as well, but she's reading the Wayne Dyer book first. So I was just like, oh, this is awesome. So while she's like cooking me breakfast, we're chatting about it. She's telling me, I said, oh, this is just amazing. I'm like, Jamie, listen to her. And I'd say out of all of like, well, there's me, myself and I. They are really like mini me's in different ways. You got me, and then you got Megan, and then you've got Emily, and then you have Jamie. Now, Jamie's a very upbeat person, always has been, just by nature. And I'd say I am as well, and Emily as well. But Megan, no. Never has been naturally upbeat. And I was saying to Emily yesterday, I said to her, out of all of us, she has been the one who has had the most growth. And from what she was, like, she's the one that's really risen, where some of us are kind of dropped back into like, if you're naturally upbeat, you find yourself a bit depressed. So to see that turnaround for her, it's just, I think that the the growth has been the most with her that I've managed to see. And she's just standing there today, just trying to apologize for all her past wrongdoing. She's like, I can see why maybe my sister didn't like me. I think I bullied her. And I want to say sorry to her. And so she's trying to really forgive herself for who she was, but that's not who she is now. And this is where it was taking me to. The quote that I just keep repeating, and I told her this morning, and it was, hurt people, and healed people heal people. I said, Meggie, you're I said to her, you're healed, and she went, no, I said, we've all got more to do, but she's on the healing path. There is always hope, guys. Never give up hope. Seriously, if you could have followed my journey with her through her childhood years, because like, this is like my 21st Mother's Day. I've been a mummy for 21 years. It's and to see this result, I'm blown away. What more could I ask for? It was worth it, wasn't it, Jasper? Just give me a little wink. It was worth it, boy. Okay. Right, so there's a little story. Oh, that's so good. That she's actually, personally developing on her own accord. We're going to the Archangel Power Tarot cards. It is my boy. Look. There he is. I'm going to use them, sweetie. You like that? He's like nosing up the Valentine part. Will you be my Valentine? There's a card of love on the bottom. I'm not sure which card. It's the King of Cups, King of Raphael. He's warm, generous, honourable, and refined. Yes, it is safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. I wanted to say focus your creative passions, but follow your creative passions. The dolphins take me to Megan and Jamie. Megan was actually, when she was 7, she went to what we call a boot fair. I don't know what you call them. Car sale. Car boot. Anyway, where people sell all their old stuff from a tabletop. And she picked up these 2 little dolphins, and she was actually polishing them today. And Jamie absolutely loves dolphins. She's like, I picked these up when I was like 7. I just felt like she's kind of, I don't know. There's this energy of actually like feeling as if like you've always been with each other. You may not have been aware of it, but thinking back, it's kind of like your counterpart's energy's always been with you, even before your initial meeting. And looking back now, up again, T-Rose. Oh, tag sales, flea markets. Yeah, we call them flea markets. We used to call them flea markets. Rochester Flea Market, just by the castle. I used to use the car park as a flea market. Space, peace on earth. Not so much tag sales. Not really heard of that one. It's kind of caked me in hair now. Why did peace fall on the floor anyway? I like this progression. I'll show you guys in a moment. Oh, this is really nice. I feel like the masculine energy is finding peace, and a job well done. So I would say, like, if I used Megan as an example, so much DM energy. So I'd say Jamie's DF, Megan's DM. I'd actually say Emily's DM energy. Used to be DF, Emily's DM. What was I? Oh, a job well done. Okay. And I want to say that this is about the masculines actually managing to find peace, the divine masculine's energy to find peace. 9 of Michael. Again, it's only something that you can do for yourself to find that peace, solitude, space within. To go within and discover who you truly are. Megan could explain it so much better than me. And then I felt like the feminine's energy actually taking a bow here, because I felt the progression was nice. The 9 to the 10. But as you can see, they're opposite energies. So you have the masculine here on the bed, like, I want to say soul searching, and then we have the divine feminine here taking a bow. I want to say, because I felt the masculine energy coming in again with being able to be solution orientated. Okay. It's like finding the solutions to your problems, and those problems were yours that you've been holding within, suppressing within. There's very much this energy of actually being able to speak up now, because you're healing. So you want to, as you're healing, you're going to want to heal the people that maybe you perceive as you've hurt. And you hurt them because you were hurt. Your feelings were hurt at the time. Okay, makes sense. If you're hurt, it's more likely you're going to hurt people. It's a good way to pick yourself up, isn't it, when you're nasty? So why was I so hurtful then? Because you must be hurt. And when you're wanting to heal people, then it's a good sign that you also are on your healing journey. So I quite like, we're going to hold them up like this to see it. Okay, like this now. That's how you can turn it around. I haven't really got a clue. Well, I think that made sense. But let's actually read the words. Right, what's going on here? All looks nice and green. It looks like a very divine one. It's a very divine angel, archangel. It says Archangel Azrael. Release the past. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. Okay, I actually felt like this would be God. We haven't really been shown an image of God, have we? Because it's an energy. A big sign there. Ask someone to draw what God looks like. They're probably going to come up with like a greyer version of Jesus. But no one's actually ever seen God. Burning bush, but energy. But I felt like if I was going to put an image to God, it would be that. Release the past. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. And I actually feel like the divine feminine here, it's like, thank God. Because I feel like the divine masculine's found peace. Perfect. That's what we're wanting, isn't it? So we have the Nine of Michael. Normally suggests being awake at night, trying to figure things out, things playing on your mind. We have, I believe it's an owl. Okay, and the Lady of Resurrection, she had the wise owl with her, and you were to connect with the spirit of the owl. So, divine masculine, you've been taking on the guidance and you're soaring. It's definitely about communication here with the blue, the throat chakra. So, being able to communicate and understanding why you can't communicate because you're still hurt. You're still hurting. It says I was going to say you needn't worry. It says your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. Till we let them go. That's the old you. There's a new version being born. 10 of Michael. Take a bow. Oh, when I picked up about you soaring here, there's a flag. And it has this soaring bird on it, but because it's blue, I feel like there's more of an easiness to the flow of communication. Okay, 10 of Michael. Now, normally it's the masculine laying on the floor with 10 swords stuck in his back, maybe a couple in the head, I don't know. One in the neck, pain in the neck. So feeling this energy of the overall situation as maybe being a big pain in the neck. Pressure points. I feel like there could be some pushing on pressure points here. I think it's coming from God. Let go and let God. Anyway, we have a ballerina here. Okay, Tutu was coming through. And then the song, I was actually going to say to you, don't laugh at me. Like I ever say that to you before I sing. What's that about? It was like, don't mess with my toot-toot. Don't mess with my toot-toot. I know you have another woman, but don't mess with my toot-toot. I was born in I don't know. Once I was born in the back seat. But anyway, a tutu. Oh, a tutu. That's quite nice. It took me to like the number 2. You two. Anyway, situation has ended and you are finally free. Thank the Lord. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. And there's 2 beautiful swans there in the background. Once was an ugly duckling. Look at you now, a beautiful swan. And then we've got solutions. Success that comes from objective compromise. So there has been a need for compromise here. And I actually feel like it's the divine masculine, he's compromising with God. Because I feel God's putting the pressure. on some certain points that the divine masculine needs to talk about. And that is the point. The divine masculine is not, oh, he's not capable of talking. Why is he not capable of talking? Because he was hurt. Okay, so solutions: success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. That's a nice message on the table, isn't it? Laurie, peaceful energy, peaceful easy feeling song by Eagles come through my YouTube with the year 1973. I think that says the year I met my DM. She put the tear I met my DM. Oh, we're like maybe on tears, like a wedding cake. Through the dimensions, 3D, 4D, 5D. This will really mean the divine masculines been up into the 5D. We were hanging around there quite a lot, divine feminines, and then we kind of come back down to earth, and we've been grounding ourselves back in the 3D. We can obviously connect to the 5D because we made our way through the tunnel in the first place to get up to the 5D, but we live here, don't we, in the 3D. So we bring the knowledge down, and it feels like the divine masculine, he's also gone through the 4D tunnel now, and has got access to that 5D. Do you remember hanging around in that 5D for quite a while? And it was like, oh, we're going to have to ground ourselves now and come back down, like, to reality. So I feel like divine feminines, we've been dealing with that, how we kind of bring heaven to earth. We kind of brought it down. Divine masculines, they're up there. They're going to bring it down, which means they've seen all the signs, synchronizations, their third eye's open, and this will be the crown chakra, connecting with divine intelligence directly through their own vessel. This is awesome. Awesome sauce. The Orion's belt in the Pleiades are showing so beautiful. Okay. And the Orion's belt, that's lined up with the pyramids of Giza, I believe. And they would actually, I've watched a documentary on it, so I can only really tell you what I remember, only little bits and pieces, but I remember them saying that a star went missing for about 20 days, I believe, and you would know a certain thing. Lucy, that's not really any knowledge, is it? Well, not really. But they used to use, have what would you call it? They'd be like in a tunnel, but could look up. A dip. I don't fucking know. There were lines that somehow star watching, they used to watch from that actual point and be able to predict stuff and know certain stuff, especially when this star went missing. Just do your own research. We're going to the sacred destiny. I was going to call them the sacred destiny landscape. Oh dear. Hi KB, how are you doing? I haven't missed much. I'm just rambling on here. Well, no, I think it's been quite a good story. That's a nice energy, Laurie. Oh, so young and playful, remembering what life is supposed to be here. Right, okay. Might have had a slight body takeover. Seeing as I went to apologise before I sang. I'd be apologising all day long otherwise, wouldn't I, if that was the case? Oh. Bending the card. I am good, Lucy. Your hair. I know when I come on, I was like, "Oh, that's a bit big." It is, isn't it? I mean, I don't really do anything with it. I wash it, and then I just put some frizz oil through it, just to tame it a little bit. And then it dries and does what it wants. But I thought it looked a bit. It's still a bit damp. It's like, whoa, the hair's a bit big. It's a bit hot as well, to be honest, under here. I wasn't planning on cutting it just yet, but it is looking a little bit scraggly. It maybe could do with a cut. I'll give it another go. I'm not going to go to a salon, am I? What's the point in that? Hi, Original. How are you doing, sweet? Sweet. You're called sweet today. How are you doing, sweet? Body takeover. It's pretty. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. It is what it is, isn't it? It's natural. There you go. That's all I can say. I've spent many years just stressing over my hair. I really can't be bothered anymore. I was going to say that's the least of my worries, but I don't have any worries. So why would I let the hair worry me? Security, especially now I don't dye it, so I don't have to worry about the roots and keeping on top of all that and straightening it. I don't miss that stuff. Anyway, we've got security that's come up. Okay, Lucy, try and think of the message. Feeling safe and secure and at peace within your own vessel. And that will be reflected on the outside. Have faith. Security. Just keep on singing. There once was an ugly duckling. I was the ugly duckling. Seriously. And the thing is, I felt like I knew it, so I definitely wasn't going to attract anything in that energy. But hey, we learn, don't we? That's competition. Having two sisters. I remember once going to my dad and crying because my sister said that I just had like fried eggs for my boobies, just fried eggs. I remember being really upset, crying to my dad. They were cruel to me. I had a big issue about my boobs after that time. I've only just kind of realised that. It's like, well, why do I have that insecurity? Well, I don't have that insecurity anymore, but I had that insecurity for a long, long time about my breasts. Don't listen to them. Don't associate with them. I don't. Fire-lit cave. In ancient times, our forebears took refuge in caves. It was there that they could seek shelter from the weather and be protected from predators and enemies. Interesting. Our forebears. I feel like the divine masculine's been in their man cave, haven't they? I mean, there's no denying that. And I want to say, divine feminines, if you've been sensible enough, you would leave them in the man cave, especially if you've read Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. It's that solitude time. They're going to come out on their own accord at some point. So let's find out maybe what was going on in these caves. So in ancient times, our forebears took refuge in caves. It was there that they could seek shelter from the weather and be protected from predators and enemies. The cave offered a safe place to prepare food, sleep, heal, and build community. Caves were also the places where sacred spiritual ceremonies occurred. I feel like this is when God comes down. He can enter the man cave. He's here for mankind. Helping our men to be kind. There's no need to be right, you just need to be kind. So caves were also the places where sacred spiritual ceremonies occurred, evidenced by cave drawings and altars that had been built along the ledges. Symbolically, caves often represented a secret pathway. That's what it was, like a secret pathway underground. It's telling you what, kind of looking up at the stars. Lucy, don't get so excited. Well, everyone's explaining it better than me, including my own daughter. Anyway, symbolically, caves often represented, I don't know why on earth I'd look at the front door as if someone was coming through, represented a secret pathway to the underworld, the divine womb of Mother Earth, and the Sacred Heart. Also, caves can be energy portals for shamans or other spiritual explorers. Okay, so in these caves, they can be energy portals for shamans or other spiritual explorers. Let's have a look at what the sacred landscape wants you to know. You are safe and protected. No matter what is occurring in your life, you are in safe hands. Those in the realm of spirit are watching over you, and you can relax and let go. once you've taken measures to protect yourself and those you love, such as making sure everyone has their seatbelt on in the car, making sure your insurance is paid on time, or replacing the filter on your heating unit, then let go. Okay. These are very much masculine things, especially the insurance, because life insurance is very much suggested for masculines to definitely invest in, so that if anything was to occur, then their loved ones will be taken care of. And I've been on the receiving end of my husband like having insurance, okay, which covered for that possibility. So, divine masculines, listen up, because these are the things that really you only need to take measures on. So, once you've taken measures to protect yourself and those you love, such as making sure everyone has their seatbelt on in the car, very important, making sure your insurance is paid on time, or replacing the filter on your heating unit, then let go, of course. You need to make sure that you're getting your boiler checked once a year. If you have been hyper vigilant lately, take a break, relax, know that all is well, and you can turn it all over to the Creator. That's awesome. Okay, I'm just contemplating whether or not I'm going to catch up on these boobies, breasts, boobies, breasts, boobs. What do you call them? Titties? What do you call them? I don't really like that. Titties, boobies. We've been battling major opposition, and we win with honour, of course. And the opposition has been major, isn't it? It's contrast. That's what I was feeling. I was feeling yesterday that it's just all contrast that you're seeing. You're either a contraster or a diviner. You know that if you see the divine in someone and you kind of, if you're a contraster, it's like, thanks, you've just shown me everything that I don't want, or a way to live that is not for me. So they show you the contrast so that you receive the clarity. And I see that everywhere. It's not often actually that I meet someone, unless it's kind of like my mentors that I'm seeking out to follow, that I kind of think, I want to be just like them. They're doing something right. So that's the kind of divine one. When you come across a very loving, caring, giving person, you know they have divineness in them. So you're either full of divineness or you're full of contrast. That's yeah. Anyway, that's kind of yesterday how all these little phrases coming out. Cleanse, pray, fast and tell all opposition to flee and call upon your power, the guides, guardians, and ancestors of the Christ light. Oh, I'm not really feeling any opposition. I think that's because I'm in heaven now. So you can keep calling that, but at some point you won't even need to call upon for those healthy boundaries to be laid, set. They just happen naturally. So you just know that if you're a divine one, you're protected. Okay, right. I want to. Good advice. Well, that's good then, maybe. I'm relaxed and calm during the day. It's at night. I think they try. Good luck with that. Yes, they are trying. So they will try. And by all means, you can put it. I laugh at it. So we had the knuckles, didn't we? My knuckles they are still dry. So I felt like aggression had been coming out and I was kind of feeling that in my vessel. Emily yesterday said to me, why are all my knuckles red? And I said to her, oh, there's been like spiritual war going on, spiritual fighting, like that kind of stuff. And it's just showing itself on your vessel. And then Jamie come down and he said to me, I'm so sorry if I woke you up this morning. And I'm like, no, you didn't. He said, I woke up, Lucy, choking. Someone was trying to choke him in his sleep and he's woke up. Megan, she's just gone, can you go downstairs, please, until you stop coughing, until you stop choking. I didn't hear him. She giggled about that. She said, I just sent him to go away and deal with it. And I said, Did it feel like you was being choked? And he was like, I said, oh, they're going to try. They're going to try. Let's just laugh at them. So, yeah. Yeah. They won't get any good luck with that, will they? We say that, don't we? It's like, good luck with that. It's like, no, all you're going to really attract is bad karma, aren't you? But we don't even need to focus on that. That's not for us to deal out, is it? Dish out. Once we start dishing that out, it's going to be dished out to us. So I think we're really learning how to play this game. Should we have a look at some angel prayers? That's the name of the game. Does it mean anything to you? Has anyone listened to that audio, The Game of Life? I haven't listened to all of it. I think it's on for quite a while. I might try and, well, I can't. How can you might try? You either do it or you don't. On the Facebook Channel of Love Training Academy, I'm going to share it on there. There's an audio about the game of life. I listened to it a while back and really enjoyed, but I didn't get to finish. Just wondered if you guys had come across that. Hi, Vanoff, how you doing? Good afternoon. Your DM is coming over to meet you. How awesome's that? Remember to be on good behaviour, best behaviour. Divineness. Okay. I love it. All the interactions are an opportunity, aren't they, to see how, well, healed you are or whether you're still hurt. I hope you have a lovely time. The more it's thrown at us, it goes right back to them. I don't wish harm to anyone. Me neither. I wish for everyone to learn their lessons, and that's all they are. They're contrasting lessons. Letting you know what really makes you unhappy so that you'll want the opposite. Or at least desire the opposite. And a lot of the time it's by experiencing that what we don't want, we come to the realization of what we do actually want. So, angel prayers, love and accept yourself. That's the first step, isn't it? If you can't love and accept yourself, then you're going to find it extremely difficult to love and accept anyone else. And that's because you don't need anyone to love and accept you. You're pretty amazing just the way you are. And when you smile, no, don't apologise about the singing. The whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing. Just the way you are. It says, thank you, angels, for lovingly guiding me to self-acceptance. You are doing so well on changing your old habits and thoughts that the angels are now encouraging you to take the next steps along your pathway. Which are to approve of yourself. Okay. I thought it was a full stop. I do feel like this is directed towards the masculine's energy, but like as I've stated to you, both of my children are like divine masculine energies, even though they are and will be bona fide divine feminines. They have both been throughout their, I'll say, twin flame journey, okay, because they were both activated. It was a catalyst for both of them for personal growth. One kind of went down and the other one, well, went very down, but then up, has risen. The other one's still kind of in the, what am I going to do about this? We have to open up to your emotions. But contrast. And the thing is, I'd say that it's Emily that really needs to raise her vibration, and all she is surrounded with is contrast of love, happiness, upbeat. She is really, it's like standing out as like the sore thumb. And none of us are like lowering our vibration. So up you come, girl. It's like it's time to rise. So you are doing so well on changing your old habits and thoughts that the angels are now encouraging you to take the next steps along your pathway, which are to approve of yourself and then love who you truly are. You are a divine, perfect, loving, and lovable child of God. And it's time for you to look at yourself through these spiritual eyes. Take a moment to look back on your achievements and then wrap your arms around yourself and give yourself some well-deserved love. Let's do it. Do we go up the top here like this? Happy Mother's Day, Lucy. Thank you. Your self-esteem and confidence has taken blows of shock and trauma over the years and are no longer serving you. The angels want nothing more than for you to be at peace with your life, and they are here to help restore your faith and confidence in yourself. You have the magnificent ability to live a life you love. Take time today to realize that you are loved unconditionally by heaven, and then take some steps towards loving yourself just the same. This is the key to opening up your good heart. I love it. Your knee is healed. Awesome. Wow. We were warriors. We are. We are. Okay. We are. we are. We're warriors. Most definitely are. Yes. We are amazing. The power of a high priestess inherited prayers. So I've kind of got my hand like this. Wow, come through, Spirit. Was going to put her and Google Schmoogle, put inherited. KB, I did. In writing my manifestations and affirmation. Well done, you, for just even doing it. Writing down your manifestations and affirmations. Beautiful. That's it. That it is. That's it. He is here. Have fun. Okay. At peace. Peace out, man. Have a lovely day. Enough. Okay. I sing and dance mine for like 3 days. I'm so grateful. Let's get some more messages. Let's have a look at the power of love. It's very quiet in the house. I just heard Jamie sneeze then. Spirit, come through. You're never alone. This is a nice message. I really wasn't sure what the message. Well, I never know until I come on. I can pull cards behind the scene, but I like it this way. Like, this is the way I like to read tarot, is when there's an audience. I love doing tarot readings for others, for the collective. And I'm not really ever sure of what the story is going to be. It's like they don't tell us what we want to know. They tell us what we need to learn. Okay, they tell us what we need to learn. That's true. What we need to know. Clouds everywhere today. Yeah, it's very overcast here. I'm not able to see the blue sunshine, but it's up there. And I know it's up there because every time, I love that. You know, when you're up on the plane, you're like up there and it's like just fucking blue. It's just amazing. I love being up there above the clouds. We've got action. There does feel like there is this cause. There's a cause for action. You have the courage to express the unique loving colours of your soul. Okay. The world is ready for you to live up to your potential with acts of self-expression. You are a uniquely perfect representation of Source, just as you are. And the time has come for you to share yourself with the universe and enrich it with your wisdom and light. You are a teacher in this physical human school, not only with the loving words you speak, but by the compassionate and aware way you present yourself to manifest that knowledge. If you find that you have been shying away from people and situations because life has become a struggle, now is the moment for you to draw back the curtain and take center stage. Show your light. They're wanting to shine. I am really feeling as if the divine masculines are wanting to come out of their cave. They've had a good chat with themselves, with the divine. I feel like the next step is to have a good chat with the divine feminine. And so it is. I don't think we could handle it all at once, no, as a big bird went flying by. But we don't realise that at the time. Hi, Sherry. Happy Sunday. It's Happy Mother's Day in the UK. The magician manifests abundance with love and light. And so it is. It's like KB finished for me because I was going to say, well, that's within you. I feel like I want to have a look at the bottom of the deck. Oh, Queen of Gabriel, Divine Feminine, Queen of Wands, passionate, charming, brilliant and independent. You can do anything right now. The magician manifests abundance with love and light. That's all you need, love and light to manifest. And all the mums in the UK, happy Mother's Day, Lucy, and all the mums in the UK, all the mums in the world. For me, every day is Mother's Day. And my children know that, so it doesn't put all this kind of pressure on them that just this one day out of the year they've got to, like, I don't know, step up. It's like, no, we've got to learn to be in the habit of being that every day. Same with birthdays, Christmases. I don't have any of the national holidays. I don't celebrate any of those anymore. None of them. I think it's just stuff to get you excited for. Well, it doesn't really get you excited, does it? Really? Like compiling that list of all the people that you need to buy presents for and send birthday cards to, and just to make them feel happy and like make them feel wanted, special. They can top up their own cup, can't they? Come on, you must have all had Mother's Days, Valentine's Days, birthdays, Christmases where you felt highly disappointed in how others have really made you feel. And you can get really upset about it and you can ruin like the whole day because of your energy. And it's like none of it's necessary. It takes a while to break away from it because you upset a lot of people when you don't send them cards and presents and like Christmas. And like then you have people buy you presents. That's what I found. Got your Christmas presents, so that's lovely, but I don't buy Christmas presents anymore. So it's like I'm not hanging on to that just because someone else done it for me. I need to give it back. If someone wants to buy me a Christmas present or a birthday present, then fantastic, very nice. But if they're only doing it because they're going to think that I need to do it back to them, well, I lose a lot of friendships, put it that way. Because I think people think that I'm being like inconsiderate, rude. I don't care. That's not the case at all. I just have better things, really, to spend my time on worrying about how to please others. And that's the thing. I'm sick of explaining myself about it, like to the people that don't realise that every day we're given that love, the gifts. Oh, let's just read this. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want, the ability to attract helpful people. I'm taken to the fox here. Just looking for the book. It's like you're best to be still and just let your eyes move around rather than you wasting the energy. Sherry, my mother used to cook a big dinner after we moved out. She just loved that we came home for the day. So did my mum. But it was, I don't put that onto my children. Sorry, it's just not something I'm ever going to do. If they don't want to see me on Mother's Day, that's absolutely fine. I used to have to go to church every Mother's Day just so we can go and get the fucking dandelions. They're not dandelions. Maybe that's what they were. They weren't the daffodils. Dandelions come out. Wet the beds. A dandelion, when they're in their yellow form, you would, if someone picked them, you go, oh, you're going to wet the bed now. It's like, and probably because you're not in trouble because you don't go and see your mother on Mother's Day, and then she feels unloved and you don't care about me. It's like, oh, please, you need to go within and speak to the divine, because that's a lot of guilt to put on your children, and it's just something I won't do. Like I said to him, I said, I don't want anything for Mother's Day. If you ever want to like give me something and go the, I don't know, above and beyond and above and beyond, fine, but it's not something that I sit here. Like I said, they kind of said Happy Mother's Day straight away as soon as it was this day. And yeah, I used to, yeah, we'd all have to have the big family dinner. Nice, but it's just another opportunity that you all have to get together. And did I really enjoy it? It was okay, but it was only to please my mum, to be honest with you. Go to church, get her flowers. You'd have to, these were kind of like the rules. There was rules to pleasing my mum. If you purchased her a birthday card, Christmas card, the words, I would stand for ages like looking through cards, because if I just got her a card that said Happy Mother's Day, I like the words, and then I'd kind of write words in it. I couldn't just put Dear Mum, Happy Mother's Day, love Lucy May, because I'd have to put Lucy May. Well, that'd be called Lucy. Her name was Lucy. My name's Lucy May. Okay, so Lucy May. Yeah, it was all about that, and yeah, it's just something that I can do without. You didn't only go home for the roast dinner, even I really loved her roast dinner. But there was a point, especially up until really Simon made his transition, the girl's dad. These family commitments, they tied me for most of my life, and I do not miss it. I did for a bit. But we would, as a family, especially with my two sisters, and then it was a big family because they've got children and partners, and then there was my tribe. And it would be, well, I can tell you, we start off at the beginning of the year. Well, we start Christmas, if you like. So Christmas Eve, we'd spend together, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, we spend together, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Then we'll be coming up to maybe something for Valentine's Day. It may be. Every birthday will be a meal out somewhere. Easter, spend every Easter together. Every bonfire night together. Every Halloween together. Is there anything I'm missing? Plus an annual holiday with one of my sisters, maybe once, twice a year. I never had a holiday on my own with my two children and my husband until we'd actually separated. We sold our house, and then the children were teenagers, and we done our third trip to Florida, but we just done it with the four of us, and it was the most amazing fucking holiday we've ever had. That bullshit. And I put a lot of effort into that. Why was I shuffling them? I don't know. I think I'm going off into one. No, it's just about, no. But grandchildren, I mean, I'm going to do this stuff, obviously, when I'm a grandmother, and I think that my children are going to want that kind of family environment, but it's definitely not going to be forced upon them. I'm not going to do that. Because when you get married as well, you involve them. It's like, that poor man. I wouldn't even want to introduce my divine one, really, to my family. I wouldn't really want to take him along to any of them events. So thank the Lord that's cleared. That's not expected anymore. And it wasn't really even something, or maybe I did make a conscious decision about it, but it kind of all happened immediately. The separation of, I suppose, to the family ties was after his death. He had a massive funeral, and that's really the last time that I've seen any of them. It's since his funeral, which was over 3 years ago. That says a lot, doesn't it? For all them years I spent travelling up and down the countries, hosting events, hundreds I used to spend. Christmas Day, cater for it all. It'd be about £150 just for Christmas Day dinner. got wise. It was fun though. It was fun. And it is my past, which and awesome memories. Right, let's have a look at what we got here. We've got a celebration that's coming. Whew, get ready to let your hair down. It's down and celebrate. It's time to go out to dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. Just looks like there's 2 people here. A moonlit dance. Friendships. Oh, friendships. There's a friendship. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. It feels very much about some, like, definitely childhood. I've had to heal from, obviously, all of this and realise how much I've transformed. But was there the support and encouragement for me to fulfill my dreams? Not really. I was looked at being the immature one. Playful, fun, yes, but to take her seriously, you'll be silly to take her seriously. I'm not all there, really, in the head. It's just, who would even want to surround themselves with that bullshit? Like, we want to feed people's souls, don't we, with goodness. And I just found like it was just me. I felt like it was just me feeding everyone all this love and everything. It's like, I could give that all to you, couldn't I? So we've got inner child. The fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. I feel like there is new friendships, guys. A new tribe. And that's really what you're looking for, is a tribe that's going to encourage you and support you and celebrate in your successes. And then we have a transformation. This fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. I'm going to read this card. And then 5723, I am going to finish with a Mother Mary card. Let's have a look at your, God, I went off into one again, didn't I? Aquarius, put yourself first. Everyone should fill their own cup. Do not live to please others. Yeah, but we do, don't we? It feels good. I used to love hosting parties. I'd put so much effort into it, and it felt like it was all so worthwhile, like on the day, to see people's faces and just to be able to give someone a really good experience whilst in your company. But, you know, I want to say you can't just be the only one doing that for a group. I think our mums were very similar, Lucy, from your stories you told me about her. My mum was very old school, very old school. She was so much fun. She was strict with her discipline of raising us. We had to be good children. Wasn't allowed to answer back. Definitely not allowed to swear. Wasn't allowed to stomp our feet, like in anger. If we marched upstairs, like in a mood, we were called back down. And then when we got there, I would get clouted around the head. So she was a single parent, but I felt like she needed to use force to show her authority. So if we stepped out of line, we would get the slipper, hard-soled slipper. She didn't have an issue with like smacking us, not punching us or anything, but she would get the slipper out and give us a good walloping. I was pretty much silenced as a child. So my pronunciations were not good when I was younger, because I had 2 older sisters that used to talk for me and being the baby. But there'd be situations where you would go around someone's house and they would ask you as a child, would you like a drink? But my mum would answer for us, and it was always no, they're absolutely fine. So it was very much children should be seen and not heard, something like that. So yeah, I just done what I was told, okay, which in a way I didn't get to actually express stuff that I felt was like, look at all these pinks now. maybe stuff that I needed to have spoke up about, but I didn't for the fear of I was a child and I had to just do what I was told, basically. Otherwise, I was in trouble. So that was kind of like, which made me, it was contrast. Nowhere in this world was I going to fucking raise my children like that. It was all contrast for me. It was like, no, no, no. When I lived with my sister, it was like, no fucking way. I was even buying furniture and keeping it in my mum's spare room at her house when I lived with my sister, because I was planning on obviously getting my own place as soon as I could to get out of that. So, yeah. Great attitude, and then I go, great attitude, Lucy, that KB said. I've kind of gone back up again. Right, let's read this transformation card. So this fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. The caterpillar has no idea it's about to transform into a beautiful butterfly. If you've drawn this card, the fairy of transformation has flown into your reading to remind you that you're transforming or are about to transform. Change can be challenging, but it can also be exciting as you witness your own beautiful transition into a new you. Butterflies are messengers from the fairy realm, so if you see a butterfly, be aware of what's going on for you in your life or what you were thinking when you saw the butterfly. Okay, we'll reread this part because it looks like butterflies are coming into the equation. So butterflies are messengers from the fairy realm. So if you see a butterfly, be aware of what's going on for you in your life or what you were thinking when you saw a butterfly. The butterfly can act as a spiritual exclamation mark, highlighting the answer to the question you asked during the reading. What question did you ask during the reading? Whatever your current circumstances, know that things are changing and transforming for the highest good for all. The fairy of transformation wishes to illuminate you. Just needed a bit more light on the situation here. The fairy of transformation wishes to remind you that change can be more amazing than we can ever imagine. When we let go and surrender to the natural changes that occur in our lives, the process of transformation can be a beautiful experience. Change and transformation can also have a ripple effect on those around us. Sometimes people resist change, making it an unpleasant and painful experience. So seeing you willingly transform with love and trust may have a super positive influence on their personal experience of transformation. This fairy tells you which parts of yourself in your life are ready to transform. So follow her lead and allow, trust, and flow. All is well. All is well. Hear the doggy? And a birdie. Oh, Jasper's up at the window, but he's actually got like his head. He's in the position, you know, when cats lay and they're like tucked under, just in a normal cat position, but his head's pushed against the glass. What are you looking at? What are you looking at over there, Jasp? I can see his eyes in the reflection. He's not even asleep. Mother Mary. I've missed out on so much of the chat now. Hi guys, I can see there's a few new names popping up. Hi Bella. I think I saw. Hi Moon Cookie. Moon Cookie, I'm going to email you shortly, darling. So be on the lookout. I'm sure I saw someone else pop in and I haven't said hi. If I've missed you and not said hi, you haven't been missed. And you haven't been missed. You haven't been missed out. Hi. I don't care what the weatherman says if the Weatherman says it's raining. You never hear me complaining. We're going to have rain. Oh, we've got like a new card. I like it when we have a new card. How long have I had these decks for? 2 years, maybe? Oh, hold on. One of my hairs has like escaped down there in between my boobies. You know what boobies are now, KB. Card number 13. We started off with that. Peace. I feel like this is about our return to innocence. It's card number 13, Our Lady of Innocence. The return to innocence. Ay, 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 oh, ay, ay, ay. Do you like my singing, Jasper? I saw your ears go back. I wasn't even singing, really. I was, ay, ay, ay. 13. Okay. Let's end with this final message, and I'm going to go off and enjoy my day. The rest of it. I feel like I'm going to be resting for the rest of it. We've been on, done the Sunday service, done my serving. Okay. Now it's like sit back and allow yourself to be served. I ask you to let go of any fear of judgment. Allow me to be close to you. I honour the purity of your being, which is forever untainted by any experience. There is nothing for you to fear from allowing me completely and freely into your heart. I hear your innermost thoughts, feelings, and prayers. I wish for you to be completely open with me so that I can help you without restraint. Tell me even that which you are frightened to admit to yourself, and know that I will never judge you. I will only understand and teach you to love and forgive yourself, for truly, you are my child always, and I never turn away from you. Without even realizing it, we can hold ourselves back. We might hide parts of ourselves from others, or feel we must put on an act, show a particular face, or be a certain way in order to be acceptable. We probably learned that this was true when we were young, and have continued on that way without always realizing it. Ooh, what a spot on message today, guys. The Oracle of Our Lady of Innocence comes to you with this message. It is time to let go of old shame and guilt and reveal more of who you are. Do not be afraid about being judged. Judgment only hurts when we make it about ourselves and agree with the judgment, rather than realizing that judgment is not truth. It is only an expression of a wound in the person who is judging. Hurt people hurt people. Healed people go on to heal people. The Holy Mother comes to us with this reminder. We are innately innocent and pure of heart. She asks us to hold compassion for the mistakes we have made in our lives, because we did the best we could, even if sometimes that wasn't as skillful as we would have liked. When we receive this reminder, we are much less likely to fall into the trap of judging ourselves. From that place of self-acceptance and regard, we can be open to others with acceptance and unconditional regard also. If another does judge us, we realise that this is because they cannot love themselves unconditionally, so they are unable to love anyone else in that way. We can hold a place of acceptance for them and what they are learning without being brought down by their wounding. When they realise that we still love ourselves and are not dampened by their judgments, they may wonder why and begin to heal through letting go. Or perhaps they are not ready to heal and instead become angry or sad. Our job is not to make another heal, as if that were even possible, but to be the alternative, to be the possibility of healing that can inspire others when they are ready to be inspired, and to have compassion when they cannot yet be. The Oracle of Our Lady of Innocence also has a message for those of us that are wanting to take a further step on the path, perhaps branching out into healing or creative self expression, acting on new opportunities, or considering a new relationship, for example. She tells us that we are worthy. She reminds us that we do not have to fear that we are not enough and that there is nothing to hide. Even vulnerability can be powerful when accompanied by an open, self loving, and divinely trusting heart. It is time to let go of the shaming of others, the judgment of others, and the memories of being judged and shamed. With compassion, you can let it go, even with tears and anger. Then you can choose to feel good about who you are and your life journey, including all the mistakes that you made that helped you grow into the person that you are today. The mother holds nothing against you, just loves you and delights in all that you are. You have permission to do the same. Let's do this healing process and affirmation. Visualize yourself being bathed in a waterfall of white light. Imagine that beautiful sounds are held in every drop of water. As the waterfall cascades over you, you are cleansed in a healing sound bath of light. Allow any memories of shaming, guilt, or judgment to be gently washed away, whether you can recall them consciously or not. You sense the loving face of the Holy Mother above you, and you realize that the waterfall of light is her healing tears. She helps you release your past pain, remembered or unconsciously held in the body. Relax and be with her, feeling her complete love and acceptance of you. When you are ready, you can complete this healing process with the following affirming prayer. Our Lady of Innocence, restore my faith in myself and my realization of my innate purity. May my holy nature become a light that helps others realize their eternal innocence too, so that all of humanity may act from truth rather than misplaced shame and guilt. May our hearts be free and blessed by your light. So be it. So be it. Okay, I'm getting off. You got this? Whether you've got this. We are all mothers, yes, most definitely. When I come on, it felt like, we if you're a divine feminine, if you're an empress, then you are a divine mother, regardless of whether you have children. You mother all. Look, having kids isn't all it's cracked up to be, is it? I've been at this for 21 years now. Look at my... You've got to be ready to be a parent. That's one thing I would say, the guidance. It's like, don't jump into parenthood, really, without truly thinking about it. And unfortunately, a lot of people, that's what they do. It's a serious role, especially from the perception of a light worker. It's a serious role. Okay, anyway. I never had any grandparents. I keep thinking that day is coming soon. Every month Megan tells me, not this month. And I'm like, why are you saying this? I'm not pregnant this month. Okay, Megs. It's like, oh, okay. So, so I'm looking forward to that part of actually being a grandparent. My parents were quite old when they had me. So my mum was, 41 when she had me, which was quite old back then. And yeah, all my grandparents had already made their transition apart from my granddad. And I believe in 81, he made his transition. I was born in 77. So memories, but there was none of that loving grandparent having a close connection in the 3D. And obviously in the 5D, I can tap into into them. But yeah. And the same goes for my children as well. So Emily was two when my mum made her transition. Megan was 5. Megan remembers my mum slightly. My mum was a good grandparent. They say that, don't they? It's like you learn your lessons through raising your own children. And so when you become a grandparent, of course, you're not going to make the same mistakes. You normally hear people saying, didn't treat me like that when I was a child. No, learn the lessons. Come on, it's a way for us to kind of, I don't know, try a different approach. You normally notice that most grandparents are awesome. So I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah. So my children, well, both of my parents obviously made their transition, and well, their dads made their transition, and then their dad's dad, their granddad, they only met him when he come to see their dad when their dad was dying. So it went brilliant. And then after that, he made his transition. Their nanny's still alive on their dad's side, but again, it's not a close connection. It is what it is. Life is the best gift. You make it what it is. Only look back to see how far you've come. That's interesting. So life is the best gift, especially when it comes with freedom. And only look back to see how far you've come. Three cards. Ooh, upside down. Every day is another chance. So if things are upside down today, how about it? Every day is another chance to reinvent you. Focus on all the good, and you are kind, clever, and brave. Bottom of the deck. I'm going to go and spend some time with my girlies now. Upside down again. Upside down, you're turning me. You're giving love. Is it you're giving love intentionally? Of course. Upside down. We should give love intentionally, shouldn't we? Yes, your life is but one big adventure. What's with the but? Your life is one big adventure. Your life is but one big adventure. Not sure what that's about, and I'm not going to try and figure it out either. I'm going. Hi, Bond. Awesome, beautiful message. Have you been listening, sweetie? Right, I'm going. 1 hour, 18 minutes exactly. I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow, I imagine. Okay, until then, take care. Much love. Bye for now.